Ante up. Let's see what we got. I don't like the sound of that. That sound crazy. This must be the room, kid. It must be the place.
The room was empty except for the projector. More games. Was the film a message waiting to be played?
Let's see. $665. Let's get it. What is this place? Who lives in here? So many questions. We must find out. Who the hell is that?
In this temple of shadow
Zane?
and mist, there's
Zane
a window
Thomas?
on the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing, am I standing still, or running, or kneeling?
You're the one who's been calling me.
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome
Tom Zane.
to the House
Tom
of
Zane.
Zane.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the
Or
hell?
maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker, a celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is return so important? What?
Alan, you always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. You and me, Alan. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of art. Here, in this room, in this room, in this room, in this room, in this room,
In this room.
in this room.
I need the clicker. It's return, but because we return.
Yo.
And that is how the magic happened.
Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratches!
Your wife is safe back in the real New York. But Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there.
Hello?
It's Jesse.
They're all yours. If anyone asks, you were never here.
Oh my God.
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him.
That's why he forgot. They was on to them. Only way to not get chased by them is to forget. So he made return, but he doesn't remember what he wrote on return. That's why it's so pivotal. That's why everybody around him is talking about the return. That he needs to get the manuscript before Scratch does of that return. If he does, I don't know, I guess all hell break loose. So I'm guessing we gotta find that. So we're going to go into this hotel and find the murder site, and we're going to get deeper into the story and figure out what's going on, or what Scratch is up to, or how can we defeat him.
There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
Probably go this way.
Radio. Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path.
And Casey is kind of the key of making the
I
story
would start at the entrance lobby.
into reality. Like he said he's a vessel. So he's a vessel between two worlds. So he's getting the story through Casey. Interesting. I don't know, there's a reach, but we gonna get there.
The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me here.
So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power.
I'm gonna let him
We
finish.
were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning.
Before we get to that ritual, Ed, the director, was that black dude with the dreads that witnessed the ritual cult with the writer. If you did not know, well, you gotta watch the first episode of the Alan Wake with the two couple, the writer and what happens to be the director. So they was directing the story. So somehow he's in a dark place talking to Casey. Interesting. Let's get the pre-ritual.
I changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed. Layers upon layers, a play about a murder cult infiltrated by a real murder cult.
Let's get in here.
Colin, wake.
Where do we go from here? Alright, find the murder site at the hotel. Find the site of the pre-show ritual. Okay, find the site of the pre-show ritual. Alright. While we on the verge of that, let's re-up. Let's get some ammo. Because I know it's not going to be a easy peasy trip.
I couldn't get in. I was missing something.
I'm missing the key. Can't get in there. Can't get it in there.
I didn't have the key.
So I need 2 keys. And it got symbols on the wall.
The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there. The troop were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed.
704. Oh! I'm like, so who's drowning? It ain't me. You might be drowned. You was drowning in the first game. You ain't drowning this time. Are you back in the bathroom? Damn! Like your ass up. Like your ass up.
The shadows melted away. I was alone.
let's get in here. I need more batteries. I need more ammo. Yes, sir. Nice. Should be loaded up. Make sure we good over here. Just check in here. You know what I'm saying? Gotta re-up. What is that sound, bro?
The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play. The cult in the play was called the Cult of the Tree. With their deer masks, they were the backwoods echo of the cult of the words urban horror.
Let's check over here. Oh, we got a key to 101.
I needed to find the key.
seeing from the world beyond this nightmare from home. They sink down to the bottom of this ocean. I catch some visions, echoes.
Let me get over there.
No, it will work. They're my inspiration elements for my story to make it more true. Even the parts that are true. I must change reality to escape. The writing has to be just right, or else it'll all just wash away.
So, you're telling me, yeah, you created your own exit. I need some more flashbacks. Which I don't have. Let's go back upstairs. So that there's an echo. All right, let's head back to the first floor. Because that's where the echo is at. We gotta figure out how to get in that place. Echo by the staircase. What is that? I just gotta figure it out.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began. Another vision. Another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel. Yes. That's a trope for a reason.
Let's make it better. Save that. Switch to the haunted.
It's getting real, all right.
It's good.
I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that. This thread would create something terrible in the scene, but it's what the story needed.
Jesus Christ. Hey! Don't come up too goddamn close to me!
I didn't have the key.
Follow the blood trail.
My writing was affecting reality. Path up the staircase was draped in blood.
Well, damn. Jesus Christ. This story is crazy.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
I see it. I see it.
Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play, and always in character.
666, right? It's all the way down here. Jesus Christ.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Let's go, Alan. Let's go, Alan.
Shit.
Make a run for it.
Shit. Get away!
This nigga just cut me off. Reach the light, goddamn. Happen to be in the way.
Shit. Away from me!
From the dark presence.
Go, go, go! My God.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
All right, the darkness.
The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
This toilet is still alive.
The murder victim, room 108. The devil walked through the hotel, dragging the whole place to hell.
Jesus Christ. Place was flooded. What the hell was that?
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Another step. Somehow I was closer to home, closer than ever before. It's you again, the FBI agent, Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Are I still trapped? Yeah, the clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker? It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape, somehow. I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
Wake. Alan, wake. Alan, wake.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
Let's get it then.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Scratch bin here. Hey, Alice, everything's good with you back home? Just checking. Tried to call you, but you couldn't reach you. You're probably just deep into your creative process. You know how your artists get when you're in the middle of your project. Everything else disappears. If you fall back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever is the second producer is supposed to be. Your pal Barry. Is that the producer that was with Al in this first game? Sorry. Sorry. TV. Let's see. Join the code. Yeah, so you're going to think I'm going to replace my people double, but I joined the code and I love it. Joking about it, being a code, kind of being blessed, wellness, working with the AI. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes, but the movie by the Biz types are insane. I never felt as good as well healthy. This guy who runs this place. So I said that. So he joined the cult. Okay, you know things are full of shit, but I have a ton of wait, you wouldn't recognize me just to say I'm unlucky to end up here, that something bad would happen to me if I stayed in New York. I believed him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after the FBC Creepos wanted to chat with me every time. Okay. So the FBC was antagonizing him. So he joined the cult because of that. West Coast is not as bad. Okay, he went back. He went back to Bright Falls. Okay. And he was telling about, okay, but I gotta go look at it. Talk about the Casey films. What was that?
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear.
It's not your fault.
I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment, her whole life.
So how, I'm trying to figure out, how do you get into it? The darker, the better.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
So she was inspired by a little girl. The comeback weaknesses is clarity.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but
You see how crazy it is?
I had no idea what I was looking for.
In the background, and she don't know it. Don't you find that crazy? The lamp was flickering in the background while she was talking. The search, clarity is perfect. Its purpose.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot. You can put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
You could capture it by using the camera.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return.
You got it.
A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story.
I knew it.
It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end. Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. he could go after Alice. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
The lake, it's rising. Yo. Yo, the lake is rising. And I'm gonna end it right here, man. We went through a wild fiasco. We understand that I knew it that Alan was Scratch, but not actually Scratch. But Scratch was the one that made Return. That's why he didn't remember he wrote it. He never wrote Return. That's when Scratch went in and shot him in his head. So he won't. Oh wow. So he kills him. Every time he kills him, his memory fades away. I don't know if I'm catching it, but that's what it's coming about. I might have to go back and watch it when I'm doing my edits. But that's what it's sounding. And what is Alan trying to do is undo the Return so he won't get out, which he is doing right now. In the Saga thing, I'm trying to figure out how her family get into the mix. I was on the money, but let me put it in deeper context. So Alan Wake put Saga Anderson in the Return story, so he'd be able to stop Scratch. So she'd be able to stop Scratch. That's when she had to be involved into the story, and also her family had to be into the story just to recreate the Return story, so Scratch won't have his way. Yeah, this is so confusing. So Alan was the one that scratched out the name because Scratch was using his name to write the story. And Alan and Scratch was with Thomas Zane trying to film the story. Come on. We in there now. We getting there now. We getting there now. So I'm trying to get the connection with Alice. So how Alice and Scratch, how they interact with each other in reality. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And Barry, he's a cult member. He's out here in Bright Falls in the West. He moved out there, so he's there. Yeah, it's so much going on, but we about to switch right back to Saga, the next gameplay. Yeah, this is good. If you enjoy the gameplay, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what you think. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.